Hi, family of God. Let's talk about grace again today. Let's get that straight. You are not saved by work, but you are saved by grace. Grace is an opportunity that God is giving you to work for Him. Here's the catch. Grace is the point zero of your life because Jesus brings you back from your rebellion away from Him and gives you an opportunity to serve Him, to be part of His family. So the grace is the part that Jesus has done for you. Work is what you need to do for Jesus. Many of us come into the family of God and are happy to enjoy the blessings of God, but don't want to work for God. And that is the story of the parable of the talents, because grace is an investment. Is that one talent that I give to you, and when I'm going to come back and I see that you've hidden it, that you didn't use it, you are useless to me. Who will take a seed and put it in the soil and see a tree growing and producing fruits, only one fruit? I'm gonna cut down that tree, because what I'm expecting putting one seed is that that seed produce many fruits, because those fruits will have seed and will extend. So this is the sole purpose of grace. God calls you, God qualifies you for what? For work. So as you are busy maturing in the Christian environment, you should have been thinking about what Jesus will still do for you. By the time you find grace in the eyes of the Lord, you need to think about what you need to do for others. Peter will make a bold commitment on the table having meat with Jesus that if people want to catch you, I'm going to fight for you. And when it came to that time, he denied Jesus. And Jesus on purpose, after resurrection, he appears and he gives breakfast to the disciple and is asking a question to Peter, indirectly reminding him his commitment to tell him, Peter, do you love me? Yes, I do. Peter, do you love me? Yes, I do. Peter, do you love me? When you find grace, you love Jesus. And when you love Jesus, you do the work of Jesus, because Jesus will end up telling him, if you love me, feed my sheep. In other words, if you find grace in my favor, then you need to do work for me so that many people are saved. And that is when God gives again an opportunity to Peter to not make a commitment like you always do. Jesus, I'm going to serve you when you get more money, more cars, and you forget about every one of your family problems. The only thing that we know is that you are the eldest of the family. You are useless. Being the eldest of a family means that you found grace in the heart of God. But how many thrones, how many spiritual battles, how many family issues did you get involved to resolve? That is the core of your calling. Congo is a blessed country. It's a potentially rich country. But if the politicians are not working for the welfare of that country, that grace, that potential serves nothing. Jesus is a very good master because he's invested something to you, and he told you that he's going to come to harvest what is invested. So at the end, grace gives you the qualification to work, and God is waiting for you to work. You're not going to become a doctor to have a paper when never practice as a doctor and claim to be a doctor. You went to study to have a qualification, but Jesus gives that to you freely. But he still wants you to perform successful spiritual operation. So a man of grace is not a man that is bolding about the cars, the money, the women that God is giving him. Good if God blessed you for car. Good if God gives you with money. But the problem that grace comes for is for spiritual battles that are in your family and that are within your reach to overthrow, because you are called by grace. So let me tell you once again, you will not be saved by your work. But by the time you appreciate grace, you start naturally working for Jesus. May the Lord bless you abundantly.